If you're curious about what the Boyana Waterfall is like in Sofia, Bulgaria, then hit that subscribe button and watch on. It was a beautiful spring day in Sofia, Bulgaria, so we decided to borrow the most pimped out ride that we could find. And head out of the city for a little escape. It only took about a 20-minute drive from the city, meandering through a nice forest road. We decided to fuel up before our hike to the waterfall, so we stopped at some kind of roast joint. And Becky just went all out. I think someone is hungry. She was like, half a chicken, rice, pork and mushroom stuff.
It's not that much. Like, look, half of this chicken is only a quarter of a chicken each. That's not that much. And this is only a little bit of meat. And then this is just, this is greens.
It was quite easy to navigate to the car park where we would begin our hike. It looks like there's two ways to get to the Boyana waterfalls. One's going up from Boyana, and then the other one is going down from the big tower here. Hopefully it's not too difficult. We've decided to just pop up to the lookout here to have a look, and it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy view of the city, the whole city.
Where do we live?
Over there. Yeah, over there beside the green.
Oh, we do too.
So we live there.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell because we have the biggest cemetery in the city beside us. Alright, shall we kick it?
Yeah.
We've been trying to get the attention of the big dog here. It reminds us of our Momo.
Wow,
I think must be the same breed.
Just put your hand in.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, you want some love, hey? Oh, wow,
It's so nice and soft.
Oh,
You're not a guard dog. Man, I'll take you home. Look at that happy face.
And how nice does he feel? So much nicer than Momo.
What's your name?
Oh, wow, Jess, how does he feel? He feels so good. And then you're going to lull me in. Rip my hand off.
Let's wear him as a fur coat. Alright.
A little bit longer, just a little bit longer.
Quite an unorthodox beginning to a hiking trail. Don't you think, Becky?
Not for Bulgaria. I think it's quite a regular start.
We've got some fencing on the roof. Oh, I've gone too far. Some graffiti.
We can take this cat. Do you reckon?
Yeah. Maybe, if it wants to be taken.
Oh,
Is this the cable car that keeps going, or is it the abandoned one?
It must be the abandoned one.
Maybe when we come back we can check out the inside.
How do we get inside?
So that unorthodox entrance to the walking path was actually not the entrance to the walking path. So we've driven a little further to this big complex thing here. And this may be the beginning of our path. We'll see soon enough. Becky's found the sign we're after.
Yeah, that middle one. Can we take a photo of it so we know what it looks like?
Boyana Waterfall. Let's go. It's a really nice walk so far. Moss covered rocks. Really easy, slight incline. Probably better quality than the roads. And then we've got these trees here. I don't know what kind of trees. I'm no botanist. What are your thoughts?
Well, I just wanted to tell you, most barely the camera, that there's an arboretum here.
Yeah. This is a new word to me, arboretum.
Well, it was.
Yeah, until 6 months ago,
Yeah.
9 months ago. It's actually a zoo for trees. A tree zoo.
Oh no!
Well, how would you describe it?
Our family's gonna watch this and they're gonna be so disappointed in you.
How would you describe it?
It's a botanical garden for trees.
Oh, so
Not a zoo.
not a normal botanical garden for trees.
Specifically for trees.
So a tree zoo, basically.
Well, there's no zoo in it. There is no zoo.
Those same literalists I was talking about, they're going to tell me about the Latin, what is it? Derivative, where zoo comes from. Animals and not plants. Gotta love them. When we go into forests like this, we play a game of who can spot the first animal, not including obviously birds and little lizards and things like that. So Beck's pretty good. She's a huntress, no doubt. So we'll see. We'll see who gets it first.
Nice and clean.
You could swim in it. It's not crazy cold.
I think your fingertips are telling you.
Yeah. I actually thought that was the falls right there, and Becky just kept walking. I was wondering what she was doing, but she'd seen the sign that I hadn't seen. This is just a nice little stop along the way. It's super nice so far, but in videographer mode I did split, that's the word I'm going for, split a big hole in my pants.
Did you?
It's funny. I did.
Where? Sure.
Can you see?
Yeah.
It's funny when you're like young. This would ruin my day. I'd be so embarrassed. And now I'm older. I couldn't give a damn.
You can't.
Oh,
really,
sorry. I couldn't care less for my American friend. Go ahead.
You can't really see it unless you bend over. But it's properly split.
It is properly split. They are very old pants, but they're so comfortable. Let's get back on this path. We're just discussing whether we should keep going. No, that's not what we're discussing. It is starting to get steeper, but it's all downhill, which means the way back will be all uphill, which might be a bit tough. It all depends on how much further we have left. So I might do a quick Google Maps search to see how far we've got left. So according to Google Maps, which we all know has never let anyone astray before, we have only 60 meters. 60 meters and then a little path to the side into the waterfall. So can you handle 60 meters, Becky?
I reckon so.
I should get this cliff, it's nice. Becky wins the hunt game. She found this. It's awesome. Nice color.
It is a nice color, isn't it?
Good minya.
Look at all those legs.
Good bush tucker if you're Australian. Eat that for protein. Now it's all the way up. So ever since we started walking back up from the waterfall, I've been thinking about a question for you.
Oh no. You had to spring it to me on camera, didn't you?
So, hypothetically, although the way the world is going, maybe it won't always be a hypothetical. If the Hunger Games was real,
Yeah.
what approach would you take? Would you be like
hiding in a cave.
would you just hide and starve to death? Or would you hide and be stealthy? Or would you just go straight in? Or would you make teammates? And
Well, I think the hiding, that person never survives. That's what I would want to do.
no, they cry a lot and they don't survive.
Yeah, they always die. So I think a stealthy approach, but you have to get out of your hiding place. You've maybe got to keep moving.
Mm.
You've definitely got to find weapons, and I think it could be helpful to find friends.
Okay.
So
So
That-
you're
that'd
What about-
be my approach. But
what about if everyone is strangers in the beginning? Would you try to get some friends still, some allies?
I think I'd try and be a lone warrior, but I wouldn't necessarily shun someone who tried to get close to me.
Oh, you know the problem with that though is
What?
you form a relationship,
Yeah,
and then in the end,
that
you have
person
to
turns on me.
or you have to turn on them.
Well, yeah, maybe I turn on them.
That's why I wouldn't form any relationships unless, of course, I got friends in the beginning, and I'd just go lone wolf style straight from the beginning, hide, and pounce when they're not ready for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't like being alone. If I'm alone the whole time, I feel like what's the point? I would think I would just rather die. If I'm going to spend the whole time alone, I don't want to do it.
What about if you're sneaking behind people, listening to their conversation?
You're
Then it
still
would kind of
alone.
feel like you've got friends.
No, it wouldn't. It would make you feel even more lonely because they're right there and you're not part of it.
Interesting. Let's just hope that it's a hypothetical forever.
Yeah, but I'm going to be with you. I'm not leaving your side. Oh,
Just to eat me when you get hungry, I reckon.
if you die, then I'll eat you. I won't kill you and eat you. It's different.
You'll throw me off guard. You'll be like, "Hey Jesse, so funny. Remember when you split your pants in the woods?"
No, I said I wouldn't kill you.
Oh.
If you died,
Eat my limbs
not
one by
through
one.
my actions, then I would eat you.
Whoa,
But I wouldn't kill you and eat you.
That's-
It's different.
that's dark.
It's different.
I'm taking you out straight away. You're the first person to
Whoa,
go
you're
now.
just gonna kill me
Yeah,
like that?
because you're gonna eat me.
Only if you die, not through my actions.
Oh gosh.
It's very straightforward.
Oh. If you're watching this and you have an opinion, let us know in the
Well,
comments.
you said you'd kill me straight off the bat. Like, you wouldn't even go for anyone else. You'd just go straight
Only after I knew you were gonna eat me.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I'm
only
dealing
if
with a
you
cannibal here.
Only if you die. Well, I'm dealing with a murderer. And then you murder me and you don't even put me
I'm a
to
murderer.
good use.
But to be fair, I murder cannibals.
Yeah, but you don't put me to good use. It's worse. At least one is put to use.
No, I'll eat you.
There's a
I'll eat you
purpose.
as well. But
Oh, so you're
technically,
a murderer and a cannibal.
technically I'm not a cannibal because I'm killing the cannibal.
I've had
it's like
enough of
stealing
this
from a
conversation
thief.
now.
We are now back at the car park, and we're curious as to what this big complex is and why you'd build it way out here. So the last car that's parked is heading out now. Kopitoto complex. I'd say it's a resort. Apparently 5-star restaurant, hotel. Dobar dan. Oh. It looks super comfortable. So it's a hotel slash restaurant slash cafe.
Slash almost to be abandoned hotel.
Maybe. It's it has some fancy stuff in there, and the view is so good.
Three very stylish
Where you going?
Danish mid-century chairs, which I wanted to steal.
But possibly not going to last much longer the way that it looks at the moment.